Stellar and XRP holders should be on the lookout for extra volatility over the next 48 hours. We just had two stablecoins depeg, and we have two big news events coming up that heavily affect the prices of crypto. Let's explore. All right, let's start it off with the heat map this morning, and that's right, 50% of you are saying keep the heat map. If you want to vote whether or not we should keep or get rid of the heat map, please follow the community tab in the main page. Right now, the market is extremely red, with BNB down 5.22% last 24 hours. Doge down almost 9% in the last 24. XRP highlighted today's show 37.3. XLM, the other favorite of the channel right now, sitting at 8.2. Will it break below 8 with CPI data and Jerome Powell and the Fed's rate hike announcement? Well, we're gonna find out here soon. But first, Bitcoin drops below 17,000 as pre-CPI and FOMC scenarios prepare for this week. That's right, everyone. The market is gearing up for those two major events that are set to happen tomorrow and Wednesday. And don't worry, we're going to have live streams covering both. But what the heck happened in the meantime? Well, guys, here's the deal. Wave stablecoin USDN depegs massively. I've got it right here for you. And you can see that they've gone from around 98 cents to now depegging to 81.50. Holy crap, everyone. So that's the first event that happened overnight while you were sleeping. Now here's the second one, and this one's even bigger, and this is what's causing the market to be red. Justin Sun's USDD stablecoin depegs to 96 cents. TRX dumped. Now, Justin Sun's TRX, this is an algorithmic stablecoin similar to UST Luna Action. Not exactly the same, but they are using TRX to prop up USDD. So as long as the value of TRX stays up, they can keep propping it up. Now, I've got the chart of USDD up on the screen right now, and you can see they were holding at $1 for quite some time, and then boom goes the dynamite. When FTX happened, it depegged all the way down to 97 cents, gained some way back up to 99.28, but again, back down to being depegged at 97.7. Here's the thing, everyone. Is this the next event? Is this the next crash that could happen? If TRX, if they cannot keep up the price of TRX, USDD will completely crash to zero. Here's why. So they build up the price of TRX. They use TRX to keep pumping up USDD. But if the TRX price does this, gets lower and lower and lower because more needs to be minted, more needs to be used, then that means they have to use more to prop up USDD. The more, prop, more, prop. Yep, that's where you get the death spiral, everyone, where these algorithmic stablecoins can crash to zero within hours. All right, let's take a look at the price of XRP, and then we'll hit XLM next. The purple arrow right here represents when FTX collapsed. So you can see obviously had an impact on the price of XRP. Now, we have gone sideways pretty much since, but the market is definitely showing a softness right here in terms of volume. What are they waiting for? They're waiting for CPI data and Jerome Powell and the Fed to come out. Now, that being said, if we get positive CPI data, any number 7.2 or less, that'll tell Jerome Powell and the Fed, hey, we don't have to jack up rates super high. That'll give the crypto and all the markets out there breathing room. That would be enough momentum to push XRP back up above that 40-cent mark and hopefully keep it above that 40-cent mark. Now, if we get a CPI data action under 7.2 or 7.2 or less, where the market's like, oh, crap, Jerome Powell and the Fed have to keep dropping hammers on us, forget it. We're going down, everyone. We're going to be testing lows like in these two spots right here in the 34, 33 cent range. Now, XLM has a similar story. All right, purple arrow again represents the crash of FTX. You can see that 10 cent, which used to be the floor for XLM, especially when we zoom out, you can see all these failed attempts right here to break that floor and it prop back up. Now, 10 cents is looking at a high resistive ceiling point. Same thing applies with that CPI data. Good CPI data will rally XLM, but the key will be, could it then break through that 10-cent barrier? You would need really good CPI data to do that, because that would force the Feds to drop a 25 or 50 basis point hit rather than a 50 or a 75 basis point hit. If the Fed comes out and CPI data looks good and the Fed's like, hey, look, we're only going to drop a 25, markets are going to rally. Now, if that CPI data is bad, we'll break 8 cents, everyone. we will break 8 cents. Do not think that there is a strong floor support at 8 cents because we haven't seen it for how long? Look, you can go back almost 2 years until you get back to that support level. So the buyers, the holders at that point, there's none of them left. So XLM is in some serious trouble if we get bad CPI data, which again would lead Jerome Powell and the Fed to raise rates even higher and continuously raise rates if it's not effective. So you got two stable coins that have depegged. And seriously, my real version of a stable coin is anything that's honestly backed one-to-one by whatever fiat it's representing. These algorithmic stable coins, these Do Kwon's ones, which by the way, Do Kwon is hiding in Serbia. He's still not facing prosecution yet. He's running away from authorities. But anyways, that's what happened with UST, right? It was an algorithmic stable coin. Someone figured out the mathematics. They couldn't use their native token to prop it up, and what happened? Their native token became worthless, nothing to prop it up. Boom, UST crash. You're seeing the same thing happen right now with Justin Sun's USDD. He was able to fend off that last attack a couple months ago by steadily deploying more capital. That basically means he's using your money to prop up his funds. So when you hear people like that say deploy capital ads, that means you donate to me and I'll take your donations to prop up our piece of crap algorithmic stablecoin. We got to keep our eye out because those two stable coins right now combined with CPI data, Jerome Powell, the Fed, FOMC meetings, ooh, that is some nasty dynamite situation right there where if we do not get favorable data, it'll knock those stable coins down even further, but then we'll take the entire crypto market with it. Why? Because capital has been pulled out of the crypto market. There is not much floor support right now in crypto. There is heavy macroeconomic pressure globally right now on crypto, where most funding has been pulled out and put on the sidelines. When you have a lot of funding on the sidelines, you're not going to see that support level, especially when macros are bad. That's why the information that's coming on December 13th and 14th with CPI data and Jerome Powell and the Fed, that's why we got to live stream that stuff, because those 2 days are so pivotal, because that tells us if what Jerome Powell and the Fed is doing has been working or not. If it's not working, expect nasty rate hikes to keep happening, dropping the market down even further, and further. We looked at the prices of XLM and XRP, floor support, not much. So if that situation happens, drops it down. Now, flip side, if we get great CPI data, that means what the Fed is doing is actually working, even if we don't like it. But it means it's working, which means then Jerome Powell and the Fed, they could back their foot up off the heavy rate hikes and maybe say, hey, look, well, we'll give you a 25, maybe a 50, but we're going to keep them low until we see more data. That's the best case scenario that we are looking for right now. But that's not what the market is pricing in right now. I told everyone out there that the market was gonna go sideways until we get to these two pivotal dates. And when we do, boom, that's when the volatility happens. Why? Because macroeconomic events globally right now are the biggest factor affecting crypto and all of the capital markets out there. Stay tuned, because as more news breaks, I'll be sure to share it with you. Until that time, check out this video right here, Crypto Web3 action, baby. Again, live streams tomorrow. We're going to have 2 of them and another one on Wednesday. Be ready. I'll be there to share it with you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you to the various levels of support. Until news breaks, I'll catch you cool cats later.